What's up, everybody? Let's talk Jets radio. Hope you guys are all doing well, enjoying your Saturday. Quick video here, about 24 hours until kickoff tomorrow. Can't wait to get out to MetLife. I should be there early on, probably parking in L7, but I'm probably going to be bouncing around a few parking lots. So if you are going to stop by and try to meet up, just hit me up first, DM, or if you got my number, shoot me a text. And just make sure that I'm actually in L7. If I'm not there, I'll try to tell you where I'm at so we can meet up and say hello, do a shotgun or something together. But I'm excited for tomorrow. Unfortunately, the news yesterday, and apologies for not doing a video. I've had a crazy couple weeks with just work, family, all sorts of stuff going on. As is the holiday season, usually lots of chaos. So getting to the news yesterday, Mike White, a fractured rib. Not cleared by doctors to play, so Zach Wilson's going to get the start. And I'll start with Mike White because, this just absolutely sucks because he had completely, galvanized the locker room. Everybody was behind him, a fan favorite, locker room favorite. The guy's doing everything he can out there to hang in the pocket, take the hits, make the throws, and give you a chance to win. And so for 2 years in a row now, while he's playing at a pretty high level, to get injured, both games at Buffalo, you feel sorry for him. It stings, but that's life in the NFL, unfortunately. Zach Wilson, he's dealt with it also, injuries in his first 2 years, never ideal. But again, just watching the way that the locker room kind of rallied around him and, how he was hanging in there and taking those hits, making some throws, giving his team the best chance to win. It sucks, but, he did have some things that, he needed to work on also. The offense could definitely start better. They could definitely finish better in the red zone. So you turn the page to Zach, who, for all of his faults, again, he does have that 5-2 record, so the Jets at least prove that they can win games with Zach at quarterback. Again, was it a lot of games where he was actually putting the team on his shoulders and making big-time throws? No. Especially the Green Bay game, the Denver game, that was pretty much all defense, all ground and pound, and, Zach just didn't turn the ball over. So that might be a similar recipe for success for Sunday, where you just try to manage Zach, depending on how he's actually looked, over the last couple weeks in practice. Do you just try to manage him to get out of this game with the win, keep your season alive, with 3 more weeks left to go? I know of, the remaining 4 games, this is probably the one that they can afford to lose, but then you're put in a position where you have to win 3 in a row to close out the year. That's obviously not going to be easy. So, the one thing I think that I worry about the most is that Zach puts too much pressure on himself, almost like Mike White did last year against Buffalo, where he probably recognized that was going to be his last start. I think he even admitted this, and he felt like he had to do a little bit too much. If Zach's head is still spinning a little bit, and he feels like, this might be my last opportunity as a New York Jet, as a guaranteed starter before I actually have to earn the job. This might be an audition for other teams to try to make a trade for me in the offseason. So you wonder if Zach can just stay within the playbook, really follow what Mike White has done as far as just taking the checkdowns, making the easy plays, or do the Jets try to open the playbook a little bit more, have Zach roll out, use his mobility to your advantage, take a couple deep shots, and see if you could draw some flags, flip field position, and things like that. So it's going to be an interesting game because I do think there's a lot on the line in terms of if Zach is a complete flop, I don't know if we see him ever again in a Jets uniform as a starting quarterback. If he plays okay, I think that's a legitimate conversation then to have for Thursday. Do you try to, rush Mike White back? Do you give him another week? If he plays really, really well, is it Zach Wilson's job now? If this was legitimately, ultimately the goal to get him back out there, and now he has an opportunity to get back out there and he plays well, do you even turn the page back to Mike White? So I think there's a lot of things that could happen, depending on how many games Zach Wilson's actually has to play and what his level of play is at. If he really cleans up a lot of the mechanical issues and that translates to better accuracy, more precision on his throws, the Jets are moving the ball, the offense is moving it, receivers are happy, if all these things are happening, and most importantly, of course, you're winning games, you wonder if you pull the plug again and go back to Mike White if it's a 2 or 3 week injury. So, this is Zach's shot. I just hope, again, that he watched the last few weeks and he's really able to hone in on what this offense should be. They've had over 250 passing yards every single time that Zach Wilson has not started. So clearly the offense can move the ball through the air when he's not out there. He's just got to play smarter. We know he's got the physical tools. Now he's got to play smart and actually make those throws. So I'm excited to see what version of Zach we get. Again, I do think this could be his last chance if it really bombs, if he really doesn't look good. But again, my focus is not on finding out what Zach is right now. You're still a team that is 7-6. You got 4 games left and a shot to make the playoffs. This should not be all about Zach Wilson and finding out what he can do and what he can't do. Know ahead of time going into this game what he can succeed at. If it's 20 throws and a couple rollouts, a couple design runs and things like that for him, so be it. Maximize what he's doing well. Find a way to extend your season and get a win. So talk to you guys later. See you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the game. Talk to you then.